everybody. Oh, hold on, I think my audio is weird. No. Hold on one second. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Alright. There we go.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but my computer, I guess, did some updates and it like reset all of my audio devices for everything. Audio and mic.
So like, it did the same thing for me. It just restored to the default.
Yeah. And so I was trying to put the audio through my mic, which has an audio output, but I don't have anything connected to it. So, like OBS did the same thing to me, and I'm sure there's other things that are like that as well. But well, Maddie said, "Don't wait for him. He's got storms and stuff." But anyway, how's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
Doing all right. I'm getting ready to go to Phoenix tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Not looking forward to it.
I'm
looking forward to being.
Time.
I'm looking forward to being there, just not, traveling with a 17-month-old.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 100 and something degrees there?
Into a puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 112 or whatever.
At all.
It's stupid hot. You just don't go outside in the middle of the day. It is what it is.
How are you, Tyler?
Tired, busy. Just finished some classes. Now I got an 8-week break before I do my final capstone class, so I don't have any classes for quite a while now, which is good.
Nice.
But yeah, then we were babysitting our friend Kevin and Mallory's kids for the last couple of days. I think they're actually coming over tonight a little bit later at some point. Heidi's got to bring them to their school for camp this next week, so they'll be back later tonight. But that shouldn't affect me. You'll probably see them come downstairs. They'll be interested in what we're doing. They just recently started playing D&D, so like I think Josie is 8 and Adric is 10, or Josie is 8 and Adric is 9, almost 10, something like that.
Do they do like paper, or have they been using something like Foundry?
I'm not sure what they actually do. So Kevin went and bought a bunch of the stuff, and he's the DM for them.
Oh.
And so it's Josie, Adric, and Mallory playing. So I'm not sure if they use D&D Beyond or if they do paper, but sounds like they were having a good time. So.
Where are Kevin and Mallory right now?
They are probably at their house.
Did they go somewhere, or is that why you're watching the kids? Or
No. So they just got out of school on Monday. So they're busy all the time, Kevin and Mallory. So in the summer we'll watch the kids, for a weekend here or there, just to give them some time off.
I gotcha.
So. But anyway, so we got 3 out of 4, right? Ryan, I haven't heard him yet, but I'm assuming he's here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess, does everybody want to get started?
Sure.
All right. So,
I'll just give you a fair warning. Bruno's not feeling great, so I may have to
okay.
take a break here or there and take him out on a walk.
No worries. Got another stomach thing, or?
Yep.
Dang.
He sure does. Every other week.
Still? I thought that cleared up for a while.
Yeah, no. Worse than it ever has been.
Oh, wow. Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. No worries.
Yeah. Just give you a warning now before
Yeah.
it does happen.
That's fair. If we hear you start shouting, we'll understand.
It'll already be done by then.
Yep. Alright, so our last session, you guys had gotten out of the temple. You had decided where you were gonna go. You went to the Great Worm Cavern. That was the home of the Great Worm tribe, who had Wormblood and Nori and the other tribal warriors that you guys had seen in the temple here, the Eye of the Allfather. It took you almost a week to get there, and that was the closest one on your search for, a relic or more. I think it was 9 total that Harshnag had pointed out on the map to you guys. So you tried to figure out how to get this relic. You realized it was probably a big shield in the back of this icy cavern. As you approached it, there was an altar there, and there was a coatl that contacted Owen specifically and let Owen know of the corruption that was running rampant in the Great Worm tribe. And so he promised a great reward if you killed Wormblood and rid the tribe of the corruption. So you waited for Wormblood to get back and had a grand old party, staged some hijinks, and Owen went mano-a-mano and lost pretty handily, but took Wormblood down pretty good, and so another warrior was able to step up and challenge him and kill him and take his place as the leader of the tribe. And you guys named him something. I forget what you ended up naming him, but so anyway, instilled a new leader, got your restoration spells input onto you, or implanted into you guys from the coatl. Which, does anybody need a refresher of what that was?
I believe I still have it. I made an item.
Okay, yeah, that works too.
And put it in the description.
Yep. So it's got 6 charges. It takes 2 charges to use a lesser restoration and 4 charges to use a greater restoration. So you can use that for whatever you see fit. So anyway, got your spells and got the shield, and managed to work your way back to the temple, the Eye of the Allfather, where you came back into the statue room here and decided to wait for Harshnag to come back, who said he would come back at the evenings. And that's kind of where we left off. Does anybody have any questions about the last one?
I think I'm alright.
All right.
I believe so. So we just traveled back to Eye of the Allfather.
Yep.
We were then going to do the... go investigate Raven Rock from here, correct?
Yeah, so you were kind of waiting for Harshnag to come back to kind of see what you were going to do. I basically had him arriving like as we ended it, so you haven't really had a chance to say anything to Harshnag yet, but as he sees you guys, sitting there and walks up, he's got a big grin on his face and says, welcome back. I see you've got one of the relics. Oh, that looks like a frost giant's shield of ancient times. Interesting.
Well, we were hoping that we could leave it in your charge. We were curious about the other sites that might contain giant relics, and we're maybe gonna continue to do a little bit of adventuring before we headed out.
You wanted to leave it with me? It's kind of a question. He's like, I kind of, leave every evening and don't come back until the next evening.
Well, is there anybody who might disturb it or take it if we left it here?
I can't really say. I wouldn't say there's a lot of visitors to the temple, but one of the nights I did see, one of the tribes that we had met before. It was skulking around outside, and I saw another footprint or two. I wasn't sure what they were, but yeah, they didn't come into the temple. So I know other people are occasionally nearby, but I don't know how safe it would be here.
Well, I suppose we could take it with us. We still have the airship, correct?
Yes.
I guess we'll take it with us.
Yeah. Suppose it's
okay. How long is your next travel? This one was almost a couple weeks. How long till you're back again?
Well, we had wanted to investigate potentially Raven Rock near the spine of the world and Morger's Mound in the crags. So we would estimate, you say it was like, I don't recall the time frame to Raven Rock.
So to Raven Rock was like 4 weeks. And then from Raven Rock to Morger's Mound would probably be about 3. And then from Morger's Mound back would be about 3.5 weeks.
We will likely be back no sooner than 6 weeks.
So if you're looking at going to Raven Rock and Morger's Mound, you're probably going to be gone for closer to 2 or 3 months, I would think.
That is assuming we hit both. Does anybody else have any reservations about spending that much time out on the...
No, not
on the
really.
road? Okay.
I'm here for an adventure.
Is there a way we could get word to the Eye of the Allfather, to Harshnag, in the event that our plans change?
As far as I know, nobody has any long-distance messaging services.
Yeah, I got
The best I have is Animal Messenger, which is only a day.
I'm double checking my stuff, but I don't think I have anything.
Well, why don't we... Why don't we just say we'll meet back here in about 3 months? Do we have a day we want to pick?
Well, by your estimate, you think it'll take 6 weeks?
Well, that would just be out to Raven Rock and back.
Hmm.
So I said no.
Yeah, I guess 3 months. If we're back a little early, it's okay.
Right. Well, all right then. If there's no reservations from Harshnag about returning to the Eye of the Allfather in approximately 3 months, we will likely be on our way.
Okay, I'll be here in 3 months or so. Good luck to all of you. I'll try to make sure that I can come up with some more information for you on what's going on, and hopefully you do well out there. Actually, give me 1 second.
Don't want to come with us, huh?
Unfortunately, the heights of that airship are not for me.
Alrighty. But it's kind of fun.
I believe you, I do. And if I could stomach it, I'd be right there with you, but that's too much for me.
Guess it's a good thing we didn't unload the fucking thing.
I think you might have floated it in there, but you got what, 10 minutes on your thing?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have plenty of charges, so if you need to, you can just levitate it back out.
I don't remember. I did levitate it. Anyhow. How much did we say that it weighed?
I think 250 pounds.
Okay. Is there any reason to hang around? Shall we get on the road?
It's up to you.
Wasn't asking you, but my comrades.
That's fair. That's fair.
Supposed to be better if we can get on our way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna guide it back to the ship and park my happy ass on there.
All right. We're back on the airship then. So you get your normal day crew. Delphine says, "All right, where are we headed?"
We are headed toward Raven Rock.
Now, where is Raven Rock? They ask.
It is to the west, near the spine of the world. Further down.
4 or 5 months.
We okay. We know where we're going. That's right by the Clawson Vale. Yeah, yep. They see it on the map and they look at it. They've seen it before. They just didn't know it by name. So They know where you're going.
Time for the game of how many storms.
All right. Well, now that we're on the road again, who wants to roll first?
I'll go. I was ready. Shit.
Sure were. Okay.
Fair winds.
Unfortunately, not fair winds. Overnight, while you guys were sleeping, there's a storm that kind of rocked the boat a little bit, shifted it back and forth, and your night crew had a little bit of trouble keeping it on course, and so you lost about half a day's worth of travel.
Sorry, guys.
Guess I'll give it a go.
All right. Let's see, is this a good one? The storm continues all throughout the next day, and you lose another half a day.
Shit.
No, I don't think this is the right song for this. This is gotta get a good travel song here. Maybe this one.
Let's keep the storm raging.
All right. The storm does clear up a little bit, so it's still a little bit cloudy, but you guys are able to make fine progress.
Alright, lucky dice, here we go.
All right. The storm is actually reversed. It's a little loud on my part.
Reverse storm.
And the wind is now actually helping you, and you guys are able to gain half a day.
I am net zero at this point. Alright.
Very nice. Alright, Owen's up. Clear skies, smooth sailing. The weather is looking in your favor.
There we go. There's more metal.
Still fairly clear weather. No issues there. Still holding strong. Now, as you guys are flying, you realize that your food stores are getting awfully low, and you have to resort to the old good berry. You guys are probably going to get tired of the good berries on this trip, but you got the good berries, so
That shit is busted.
yeah. All right, yep. So still no issues after Owen goes Lowell. Well, the storm happened to pick back up. These mountains, flying over the spine of the world here is a little bit treacherous. And, these storms can come out of nowhere.
Not the Raven Rock, perhaps we should look to a town to restock. But we could always take a small landing to see if there's any game in the region.
Yeah.
Did you just get here? Oh, okay. I'll give you just a second, guys. Gotta get my door shut here. Go ahead, Tunes. Go. Go get it. Trip going up the stairs. Nobody said Tuna was the most agile of dogs. I think she tripped going up the stairs. All right. Wabu's roll. Still good. Little cloudy, but still good.
And there's Moose, who is not spatially aware.
Yeah, Tuna's not really either.
That's how my dog is.
I have
Yeah.
seen him like several times try and like turn quickly and just smack his face into like a door frame.
Tuna tried to squeeze in between me and something else earlier today, and there was like this much room, and her head tried to go in between it, almost took my knee out, and she smashed her head. I think it was into the car door. You can't squeeze between this much space, little one. All right, Owen, what you got? All right, nice. Guys are getting a lot of middle of the road rolls. So overall,
I'll
you're
take
only
that.
about a day behind schedule. What you got, Lowell? Okay.
Most of the limp roll.
You know what? Those rolls are not hurting you at all, so. Same thing. The Goodberry fad has definitely started to run thin a little bit, though.
Is there a spot that we could attempt to resupply on route?
You could try to go down to Mirabar if you wanted. That's about the only one that's kind of close, but that would probably take about an extra week or so added to the travel. It kind of almost feels like it's not worth it. You'd almost run out of your food before you even got back on the regular trail. The spine of the world is unfortunately pretty barren. Not a lot of people live up here, as Lowell can attest to, having grown up in the spine of the world.
I can use no, as
Using
we
up-
pass, since we're trying to get that, I can use conjure animals to summon an eagle.
Are you gonna eat the eagle?
No, it's a face spirit, but
Oh. Could do some hunting for you.
could do some hunting for us.
All right. Go ahead, give me a nature check and see how good this eagle is.
Or even just scout at least. We want hunting.
Okay. Unfortunately, the eagle is unable to find anything. No little animals. No little villages or anything like that. How long does it last?
Conjure animals is an hour, so it'd be like I could send it out like each day as we go.
Okay, sure.
To either search for small animals, catch itself, or report back if there's, some elk or some other native game.
All right. So I guess from here on, every time we do a daily roll, I'll also have you do a nature check, just to see how good the eagle does. All right. So Owen's roll is good. So who's after Owen? That would be Lowell. All right. Still smooth sailing.
Nature.
It does come back with a couple small rabbits, so you guys can have some rabbit stew. No villages or anything, though.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Go ahead and roll me another d20. Okay. There's a gigantic storm that just whips up out of nowhere, harder than any of the storms that you've seen so far. And unfortunately, you are kind of required to get out of the air for this one, so you find, the best spot you can and anchor your airship. Unfortunately, it's about 24 hours before the storm passes, so you end up losing a whole day on this one.
I guess while we're grounded, I kind of do a survival to, maybe hunt for any berries, edibles, or spices or any good things.
I'll look around too.
Okay.
Just
Give me a survival check. It's gonna be pretty tough because of the storm. Okay. All right. Well, with the two of you working together, you're able to find some pretty decent shelter, even in this, blizzard. You kind of have to get your airship as close as you can. Hopefully the elementals are okay. You don't really know how they'll be in the weather here, but ship looks fine. You find a little cave. The four of you and then your 8 deckhands are all good in there. And as you walk in, you happen to notice there's a small family of little pigs that are huddled in there.
Wild bacon.
Just out of curiosity, is there a... There's not there, but I'll bet there is here. Alright, so there are... I'll say there's 3 pigs. You guys get 1 chance to get them.
Roll for bacon.
Roll for bacon. Ravo's also going to take a shot.
What are we? D20? What are we rolling?
Just a regular attack on whatever you're going to try and hit him with.
Well,
Ravo will kind of go first because he's your archer guy. He lets loose 2 arrows in quick succession and takes down 2 of the pigs. No issues. Yep. Might be ghoulish overkill on this little pig, but roll me some damage.
oh my god.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Pretty cooked.
They had 5 hit points, by the way.
Pre-tenderized from force damage.
Yeah, you don't even have to put that one over the fire. It's cooked with some
Sorry, guys, that
weird
overdid it a
purple
little
eldritch magic. Tastes a little funny, but, Alright, so you guys got some pigs. You rolled for bacon. Success. Ah.
Hey, salted pork was a ration staple.
I don't know if
So
anybody
why?
has any salt, but actually, now that I think about it, there's a basic assortment of spices on the airship. They do have some salt on there if you wanted to salt them.
Of course, electrolytes.
All right, so you eat some of the pigs, cook them up, get some nice cuts, and you salt some of the other stuff, smoke some. Just so some real simple contraptions. Probably, Lowell would just fashion a nice little smoker out of some rock in the wall or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah. So I am being accosted by a psycho moose.
Naturally, 6:30. So.
He was up until recently just passed out on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
But now he's determined.
Got to go out. All right. We'll hang out for a minute. While you guys chew on some bacon.
Delicious.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of overkill on that pig. You need to save those rolls for actual enemies.
If only I had more control.
That was
All
probably
of my rolls have been in the high teens pretty much so far. Just wasting all my good fortune.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the roll order? So Wabu started. So Wabu has done a 3, then a 19, then a 15, 6, 7, a 1. Then Owen started with a 4, 14, 9, 14, 17. Not bad. And then Lowell has given you a 14, and then an 8, then a 3, then an 8, then a 12. So overall, not bad. Each person has lost half a day, and then Wabu lost an extra day, but Wabu also gained half a day. So Wabu's rolls are the most eccentric. Everybody else is mostly straight down the road.
Guess it's just right in line with my character.
Yeah, sounds about right. Actually, the kids are probably here, so I'm just gonna run up and say hi real quick.
Sure.
Alright.
Alright, we got Orion back.
I do not believe we have.
Okay. Well, the kids are here, so just went and said hi. When was the last time you saw them, Cam?
I think probably 2000 and I guess 18.
Yeah, they're a bit bigger now.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to think of like the last occasion that we might have seen them, and I think it was probably, let's say it was that random like afternoon poker session we tried to put together at Kevin's house,
Yeah.
and they ended up being joke decks, and we didn't realize until everybody was getting like
Why do
street
we all
flushes
have
and
4 aces?
it was only face cards.
Yeah. Do you remember when that like legitimately happened in New York? Where you were a
Yeah.
part of that hand, right? It was me, you, and one of the Cajigas? Oh, no. It was me, a Cajigas twin, and Escudero. I don't remember if you were at that table or not.
I think it was all the same hand, right? It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we
it
all
was
had like
queens and twos or something. It was like a 2-pair.
we all had 2 pair, I think. So
Or wait, that doesn't make sense.
yeah, I don't remember what it is. You can bring your iPad down if you want. If you want to hang out all night. See how big he is now? He's huge. Yeah, I think that was probably the most ridiculous hand I've ever played. It was like,
Maybe eventually I'll put the door back on into this room.
oh yeah. So I think what it was is we all had like a queen 3. And they had flipped like a pair of 3s and a queen on the board. And so we all had a full house. We were all betting against each other. We all had the same hand. No, that wouldn't work.
I think it was everybody had a 2-pair, and it was like a queen 2. Yeah.
Yeah, because we all had the
Something like-
exact same hand, so I don't know. Anyway, all right, we got Ryan back. Moose has done his stuff. So,
Where
where?
thought being a big dog and being 70 would have finally calmed down, but no.
Yeah. All right, Wabu blasted a pig. Got some bacon. We lost a day on it, but you guys made out with some bacon. So, the last actual roll was Wabu. So who's after Wabu? Be Owen. All right, Owen's up.
I was stuck in the cave in the snowstorm. Could have finally done the, hey, who are we actually talking about that was hinted at like 2 sessions ago.
Oh. If you guys want to hang out in the cave longer, that's up to you. If you got questions you want to ask the other people or something, or I mean, you can do that at any time. On the
Do that in the air? Just
air, too.
fine.
Yeah. But all right, a 5. The storm is still lingering, but yeah, the winds have died down a little bit.
It's not
So.
as cozy though.
That's true. Not as cozy as a wintry cave in a blizzard. Oh wait, you didn't roll your nature check for Owens. If you want to back roll that, you can. Or you don't have to if you don't want to send out your eagle. You did just get some pigs, so. Alright. Yep, nothing new from the eagle. On the previous day, at least. Alright. Who's next?
I guess I got on my day too. Oh.
On your day, Lowell, the eagle does come back with just a couple small creatures here and there that you can choose to eat or not. You do still have some of the bacon, so. All right, Wabu, give me another D20.
How did I get 2 in a row?
All right.
Real sorry, guys. Not intentional, I promise.
All right.
Oh my God.
Give me 1 second. I need you to roll me
Oh my.
roll me 2d6.
What?
This is how many fireballs are shot at you. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take the fireballs. Oh gosh.
All right. So you guys are, up on the deck. The weather's been kind of, a little bit cloudy, but all of a sudden you see, a couple figures off in the distance. They're kind of fluttering towards you. Not necessarily like dive bombing you, but they're approaching.
So they'll try and make out what kind of figures they are, if they're the giant bird riders or whatever we've encountered previously.
Bullshit ravens.
Bullshit ravens.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. You recognize these winged figures as the species Aarakocra.
Shit.
How many were there?
There are this many. They're all kind of coming in from your the front right-ish.
Can't be good.
But what's anybody doing for preparation or anything? Trying to hail them, or what's the game plan?
They're humanoids, so we'll give them a hail.
All right. What are you saying to him?
Hell.
Yeah, just a wave and a hail.
They tentatively wave, and they come back with, "Are you a part of the Cult of the Dragon?"
I told you these people weren't great. But everyone wanted the airship.
Just hitching a ride.
Just hitching a ride, eh? Oh, we hate the Cult of the Dragon. And they start to fan out around you. If you're only hitching a ride, then we're only gonna attack the cultists. Stay out of this.
Want to kill our pilot?
We should have learned how to pilot this.
Probably should have.
We could have been like, sure, yeah. And score just our own airship.
Commandeered. How about... Oh, goodness. I guess I'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, I rolled 2 because I'm not gonna do nothing.
Those
Like
were all
blast.
supposed to be private. I don't know what happened, but
Well, we saw them.
that's
Saw the
fine.
vomit.
You didn't see the ones that mattered.
Hmm.
So.
There's my one. Hell yeah.
You know what? It could have been worse. You could have rolled a 1 for travel twice in a row.
That's true. He could have. Oh wait, he gets. Does he get advantage on initiative? I think he does, right?
Ravo?
Yeah.
I think so.
Trying to see what that comes from. Feature. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he does. So I'm gonna give him another. What? What the heck? Oh, it's because it already rolled for him.
You know what I should have done? I wonder if
Okay,
I could
sure.
use hallucinatory terrain on the airship, just make it a fucking cloud.
Well, too late now.
Too late
We're
now.
in combat.
I'm not used to playing spellcasters with trying to come up with bullshit ways to use effects.
Alright. So Ravo is up first. He's gonna start blasting. Not Eldritch blasting, but you know. It's gonna be his first shot. It's a little off kilter. And so he misses on his first one. He just puts his bow back and hangs his head. It decides to just pass his turn. That's ridiculous. 2 twos in a row. Nice. Alright, so it's the guy in the front left. He's gonna hang out here and throw a javelin at Brassic there. And it falls way short. Sticks in the side of the airship. So then that will be the guy in the very front. And so he's going to come swooping in towards Lowell. Whoops. A diving attack. Coming in Talon first. Swoops right by. What? Why am I even rolling? What is going on? This bottom guy comes swooping in to Delphine.
It's like these guys learned how to fight from the blind.
What? Like, are you looking at these rolls?
This is the inverse of how rolls usually go.
Yeah, you forgot to turn on God roll.
I rolled a 2 for Ravo, and then I rolled a 2 for Ravo, and then a 1 for the first Aarakocra, and then a 4, and then a 2.
It up.
Oriscus' turn. He's just gonna come over here and wave his sword at that guy that's out there. Like, come at me! And he's gonna ready an attack. Wabu, you're up.
I'm not gonna ready nothing. I'm fucking blasting
Alright.
this guy.
When you get
Oh.
What the fuck? There we go.
Got him with one.
How have I rolled 3 1s today?
And he falls out of the sky enveloped in a purpley crackling energy.
Stupid. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. On to Delphine, who's gonna go ahead and take a swing at the one right next to them. Hey, that's a hit. Alright, there we go. Doing some damage. Not a lot, but got some damage done. And gonna pass the turn. This guy that's out here, past Oriscus, is gonna come swooping in range of Oriscus' attack. Oriscus is gonna go ahead and make his swing. That's gonna miss. And he's gonna do a diving attack on Owen. Actually, probably be right here.
Hit.
Does that hit? Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so that will do this. And then you take an extra 5 due to the diving, so slashing damage. So a total of 9 slashing damage. And then it'll be his turn. This other one's gonna sit out here, fly down towards his friend, and go ahead and lob a javelin over at Wabu.
Yep.
Alright, and you take 8 piercing damage. Alright, on to Laz, who is gonna run up and try and help Delphine up at the top. Swinging his sword. Hitting with his sword. For a total of 5 slashing damage. This guy that they're fighting up there is looking pretty hurt. That'll bring us to Lowell.
Well, let's take advantage of our numerous storms and call some lightning.
Jeez, that's big. Okay.
It's a 60-foot cylinder.
60-foot radius, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Then we will. What's the ping? Yeah. We'll call down a thunderbolt on them.
Give me 1 second here. So I don't see that this says it follows you. Keep that in mind. Your airship is still moving.
I could probably move the point towards the tip then.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that the ship moves. Hold on, some quick math. 8 miles an hour is
Or I could always do the farthest point where I can still target the one top left.
Give me 1 second. Gotta do
11.8.
We're doing advanced math.
11.7.
11.7 feet per second. So we're looking at about 70 feet per turn. So yeah, you could do it there, and then you'll probably have it for your next turn, and then it'll be gone.
If I max ranged it, it's 120.
I mean, do the Aarakocra have that movement speed?
What do you mean?
Can they move 70 feet in a turn?
Well, no, what I'm saying is wherever he calls the storm, he can't move the storm.
Right. I'm asking if the Aarakocra can keep up with the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't think of that and just trying to counteract by that. He's like, yeah, sure.
I mean, they can fly pretty fast, so...
If we're playing that, let's play that, but...
I like to turn about.
So movement is a little bit different than, like, casting a spell, you know? Like, if it's centered on you, that's fine, obviously, but...
Sure.
I mean, that's why they're, like, all kind of swooping in, or the ones that aren't swooping are still staying a little bit ahead. And I'm not, like, representing their distance too accurate. Like, they're probably sitting about 30 feet off the boat, or the ship.
That's
If I
fine.
did point max range 120 feet in front, would I be able to get top left one and then have 2 turns worth? You know, maybe the second turn only being able to get the bottom.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. So you could get a total of 3 turns.
Okay, so I'll get, since I'm doing it far in the distance, I'll do top left one then.
Yep.
For the first lightning strike.
And so that is a dex saving throw. Okay.
I don't think I can take out the plus 1d10. Unless there's already a storm, so we just seem to always run into those.
Nope, the previous day was a 13, so it was pretty clear. Alright, so he does not save. And so he's dead. Pew! Cooked chicken falls out of the sky.
I'm gonna say, Call Lightning should be busted because they're just perpetually suffering in a storm.
Alright, so that'll bring us to the bottom right guy who's gonna swoop in and do a swooping attack on Delphine. They're going for Delphine because they know that they were the one steering, so they kind of assume that they're like the one in charge. Never mind.
I like your rolls, though.
Over to Brassic. He's gonna take a chop at the guy on the front of the boat here. What is she barking at? Alright. 7 slashing damage to the one on the front here. Down to 6. Yeah, whatever. Don't worry about the hit points. And then over to Owen.
That was a long time there. I guess I'll just take a swipe at that guy.
All right.
See, he's right in front of me. Do need to overcomplicate things.
That'll hit.
Hey.
Okay, nice.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do my second attack.
That'll hit.
Standing.
And they fall out of the sky, crushed under the weight of Owen's mighty hammer.
Unzo.
Alright, over to Ravo, who's going to whip out his bow again. Felt bad last time, but he knows he's got it this time. Alright, got the first one. Let's go for the guy off the right here. He's gonna take another shot. Wow. What are the chances that I roll the same 2 for a Ravo 2 turns in a row? Alright. This guy falls out of the sky, pierced by a couple of flaming arrows from Ravo. That will end Ravo's turn. Brings us to the guy on the front, who doesn't like this storm, so gonna go ahead and hack away at Lowell here. Okay, so he's got his javelin, so he's gonna go ahead and try and stab you with it. Does not get it. That will be their turn. Down to this Bob one, gonna try and attack Delphine again. Going javelin first. That will hit. Yeah. Delphine takes 5 points of piercing damage. And now we're over to Ariscus, who's gonna run up, try and take this guy out. Will not succeed, and we'll have to wait his turn. Over to Wabu.
Can I see the guy below Ariscus from my current position, or do I need to move?
The one by Ariscus, no, because you have the big furnace
Right.
here in the way. But you can see the other one right now, and if you were to move, yeah, if you go
here.
there, you can see him. There, the one below is fine.
Alright. I'm going to attack this one first, and
Alright.
then this one second.
Okay. Second one hits.
Fuck is going on here?
Don't know, man.
The dice are just not with it today.
Oh yeah, definitely did. Crispy chicken.
Looks like dinner's on me tonight, boys. I don't care if he's humanoid.
Alright, over to Delphine, who's going to turn around and try and get this guy off their back. That'll hit. For not a lot of damage, but it's something. Taking little pieces here and there. Doing what they can. That's Laz. Laz is also right there. Hacking away. You know what? They feel inspired. And they're actually starting to take this guy down. Over to Lowell.
Call down the thunder on the one right in front of me.
Alright. And now you can do this as a bonus action now?
Leaves. Each of your turns and spell, and you can use an action.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'll just roll a 3d10.
Sure. And save or not, they are dead. I don't, would you wouldn't get any damage modifiers on that, would you?
The only thing is I get an additional d10 if there's an existing
Yeah.
storm.
I just know, like, I guess I was trying to think, some spells, you know, like Wabu's Eldritch Blast, he has, you know, a bunch of pluses on his actual damage, so I didn't know if your spell had something like that.
No, it's the weird like how they balance it, because like Eldritch Blast is a staple just attack cantrip.
Yeah.
Whereas this is an area, lasts multiple turns, and they went with a save instead of attack roll.
Alright, well this guy swung for Delphine and missed. So we're over to Brassic, who can't really do much, so he's just gonna kind of, I don't know what to do with my hands. Over to Owen.
I'm actually gonna have to move. Thought I was gonna get away with not having to. Go ahead and.
You'll have to go one to the
He's
right.
above you.
Yeah. Yep. So you're kind of fighting down from below the stairs a little bit. I think you
Remember
could
what
probably...
Obi-Wan said?
Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have the high ground.
Yeah, you can move down one more if you want, and then you'll be on even ground. Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll also give you advantage.
For flanking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey-o. Didn't need it.
Nope. Go ahead and roll your damage. Not that it matters. Still dead.
Even with a 1.
Yeah.
Hell,
I could have re-rolled the damage, but
You still can if you want, but
that doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. Alright. Well, that was that combat.
I think it's looting time.
Let's see.
And I'm taking one of their talents.
Alright, yeah, sure. Take an Aarakocra Talon.
Yep. The prize.
I guess I missed a part of it. Whatever. It's fine. It wouldn't have mattered. Alright, so as far as loot goes, go ahead and roll me a 2D100. That's how many gold you find.
2D100?
Yeah. You find 131 gold between the 7 of them. Although a couple of them did fall off, so you won't be able to get their loot.
Alright, I'm gonna share that with my cohorts.
We'll eventually actually spend some of this.
Eventually.
If you just want to mark down how much you want to give Ravo, and then we'll just make sure we tell him next time we see him how much.
See, I will give, I'll give them each 30.
Alright.
That'll leave me 41, I guess.
The old greedy boy.
Yeah, I never take
Finder's
gold.
fee.
I never take any gold, so I'm taking it.
Go for it. Alright. So let's just recap here on the flight. That was day 19, and you are currently 2 days behind. So you have about another 8 or 9 days to go. And it's whoever was after Wabu, because he's giving you 2 1s in a row now.
Yep, I sure have.
See if you can make up some time.
Does that mean?
I believe so, yep.
Press that in between to refresh slots.
Yep. Everybody gets a long rest. Alright.
Well, my question is, when you do that, to just put it in the description. Would that work to just make us be a just floating cloud? It might be static, so yeah. Might not work.
Yeah, it
That
doesn't
sounds
say.
static.
You make natural terrain look like something else. So I would say you have to use that on like some kind of earth.
Well, it's wood, right?
I mean, it's not
There.
natural terrain though. It's
Yeah, well,
unnaturally designed.
It was a thought.
But it is wood, so if he wants to do some druid stuff on the wood, you know, that's applicable. Anyway, yep. So lost half a day on that last one. If you want to keep doing your eagle rolls, you can, Lowell.
May as well keep the non-good berries flowing if we can. Until we finally stop. Nope.
Alright, nothing on that one.
And I am after Owen.
Alright, you finally caught, a good patch of weather, and you're able to make good times. Not, increased times, but based on how your times have gone, in the past,
A vast improvement.
it's good.
See if we get
Good
any
airs.
goodies. Oh, no. No goodies today.
No goodies. In fact, your eagle doesn't even come back.
That's alright. It's just a conjured face spirit.
Yep. Somebody was probably thinking, ooh, I can use the feathers on that. And then they hit it and it just poof into ethereal dust. Or whatever conjured spirits do.
Aw, dang it.
Alright, back to Wabu. Without a one. Not 3 ones in a row.
We'll see.
I think you got 2 ones in that battle, so your luck's got to be better. All right.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, that's good. All right, no issues on that day. Rolling for eagle check.
Stand by.
At this point, you're probably out of bacon.
Oh, but there's the Aarakocra.
I mean, if you want to eat a humanoid creature.
I do not care.
Okay, all right. Give me a medicine check to see if you become poisoned.
What?
You don't know what the Aarakocras are? Right, you're good.
They're birds. Tastes like chicken.
Does anybody else partake in the Aarakocras?
No.
Owen?
I'm gonna go ahead and abstain.
Okay. only Wabu decides to eat these humanoid creatures.
Whatever. You guys don't complain when it's chicken.
Next thing you know, he's going to give you some chicken, tell you it's chicken, but it's going to be Aarakocra.
I would never. Might be a lot of things, but I'm not a deceiver.
Although
We'll
might
go
on
eat.
the next day say, since we're running low on our bacon, maybe see if you can also find, like, I don't know, a herd of elk or some other game we could hunt. Maybe get a larger reserve for a while.
That's kind of what your eagle's doing. If you want to spend more time, we can spend half a day or so out on the hunt.
Let's figure if we can bag an elk, that'll be a solid store for a while. Or a reindeer or whatever. Fantasy elk.
I think they're just called elk.
Kind of like fantasy elk.
All right, they're fantasy elk then. They look exactly like elk. They sound like elk. They taste like elk. They're just fantasy elk. All right, if you guys want to go hunting, we can.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. so we'll take out half a day. And let's see. I guess we could use Ravo's perception check because he's good at that. So we'll see if he can find you some.
I can also wild shape into a wolf.
Oh yeah, he found you a pack. All right.
I mean, I got
a herd.
survival. I got wild shape. I am all prime for fucking hunting and surviving.
So he has spotted it from the air. So somebody roll me a D6. We'll see how many elk are in this little herd. I guess if Lowell, you're the one leading the hunt, then. All right, it's just a pair of elk, and you are high above them. They haven't noticed you. What are you gonna do?
We can drop our elevation back a couple. Being at both of them, that'll be sufficient meat for a while.
I mean, how are you gonna get them? Like, what are you doing to get them?
We have a Ravo.
Okay, if you want Ravo to shoot at him, you certainly can. All right, so you guys
He's
get
handy with the bow and arrow, which is the classic.
yeah. All right, so they have hand. All right, so he is. You guys are pretty low, so you're going to be swooping by, and he's going to take a shot at one of the two elks and see what he can do. He's going to use a fire arrow because if he hits, it'll just help with the cooking process, you know. Okay, definitely hits. And then what did I?
So I'll wait to see how the first volley goes.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta look at something because I forgot. Okay, all right. Okay, takes down the first one. Shoots at the second one. Misses the second one. So now the first one, or the second one, takes off.
We'll try and entangle it.
If he can do that, I'll just blast it.
So I will say that his longbow can shoot up to like 600 feet.
Okay, I don't have that range.
So, well, I guess 150 feet would be his non-disadvantage range. So I'll say you are around 150 feet away.
Oh, wait.
And so your
What do I have
entangle,
that range?
yeah, your entangle won't quite reach. Now, as the elk is sprinting, it can move. It would dash. It can move about 100 feet a turn, but it's rough terrain, so. But I don't think it has issues with rough terrain.
Could just fucking thunderbolt it. That is 120 feet for the point, and then a 60-foot radius.
It's up to you. If you wanted to do that, you can. So you guys, I'll give
We're
everybody
fucking up.
one shot to hit this before it sprints off faster than you guys can catch up.
Just trying to see, looking through all the range of my shit.
I'm gonna take my one shot.
All right, what's your range?
120.
Okay. I'll say 100. If you got 120 feet, that'll be your thing. But Wabu hit, so go ahead and roll me some damage.
Rolled a fucking crit too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bang.
Okay. You get the second elk.
All right. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah, slightly advantage. It could move 150 feet, but it has to, twist and turn a little bit, so you caught up just enough where you can get your Eldritch Blast off, and you managed to take it down. So now you got to get down. So it'll take you a few minutes to get the airship, settled. Find a spot where you can, if not put it down, at least lower a ladder. So. But you managed to get your 2 elk, bring them back on the ship, and you take off, float back up again, and now you guys have 2 elk to skin and trim and do whatever you want with.
It's going to be another montage of skinning, collecting some skins, salting or smoking to preserve the meat. What was
Alright.
food for today?
Do some air drying on the airship. Just slice it real thin and dangle it off the back. Let it flap in the wind.
Sure. Alright, so Wabu rolled last, so need Owen to roll his daily roll. Okay. And this is the day that you went hunting, so you the weather wasn't great, and you lost half a day due to the hunting, but you're able to get back on track without too many issues.
No.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. Okay.
The first 20 is just a random check 20.
Alright, so you are flying through the sky. The weather's not spectacular, but there's a little bit of a clearing, and up ahead in the clearing you happen to see a creature kind of flittering through the clouds a little bit. You're not really sure what it is at the moment.
It's a white dragon, get fucked.
That's my cousin.
Well, I suppose we are going to have to wait a little bit to see what it is. Unless somebody has some hella good investigation or perception.
Ravo got some pretty good perception, I believe.
Can I roll a perception check?
See,
See if I can discern anything.
I'll say Ravo's down stairs at the moment, so we'll rely on you guys for perception. Okay, Lowell's got good perception too.
Yeah, that'll work.
So Lowell, you And you recognize it as a dragon, but you can't really tell much about it. Lowell, you peer a little bit closer, and you could tell it looks like a young silver dragon.
It's a young silver dragon.
So the Delphine and Laz are still on deck, right? And maybe ask them real quick what they know about silver dragons. They have any? If they're typically
last
aggressive.
I knew, they were. They could be friendly. And at this time, the dragon happens to spot you, and it starts making its way over toward you. You can see it now. It's coming in closer.
I want to pause for a brief second. I had damage from that battle. It's cool to just fucking heal.
Yeah. I mean, you would all have gotten your long rest. It's been
Alright.
several days since that last one.
I just wanted to
Yep.
address that before anything else.
I don't think it really matters for Ravo, but I'll give him a long rest anyway.
I just put my health points back on.
Yeah.
Greetings.
You hear a voice come back. Interesting. What are you doing? And Ravo has come up at this time. And the dragon swoops in all of a sudden and lands right on the middle of the ship. Who are you? I haven't seen you around these parts before.
My name is Wabu.
Wabu.
What is your name?
My name? I am called Dalinir.
Hello, Dalinir.
I'm very curious about you. What are you doing over here? What are you doing in the skies?
I'm Lowell, and we are unfortunately traveling by this device as we are out seeking giant artifacts.
Giant artifacts. I don't like the giants, but I don't know why. I think it's a dragon thing.
That's fair.
I only know one, but he's pretty nice.
One giant or one dragon?
I don't know any dragons.
What
Just one
giant do
giant.
you know that's nice?
His name is Harshnag.
Oh, don't forget Zephyros.
Oh, I did forget Zephyros. He is a weird one though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know two giants.
They seem to be the exception. So I
Yes.
believe we've fought a couple of giants ourselves, you know.
Well, I have fought a couple smaller giants myself, and I don't like them.
You must be pretty strong. Did you beat them?
Well, I guess they didn't chase me anymore. Maybe because they were lying down? I don't know. Maybe they were dead. I don't know.
They might have been dead.
Hey, we got a Ravo.
Hello.
How's the
Hello.
weather up there?
It is pretty nice now.
Good.
It was not for a bit there.
No tornadoes.
No, thankfully not.
Welcome. Just so you're prepared mentally, the dice have been strange today.
Not ideal.
Well, that's seems to be nothing new.
But yes, there's recently been an uproar, we'll say, in their society, and it's bled into our land. So we're hoping to find ways to restore some order.
Order to giants. I don't know if there is an order to giants. They all seem unruly and stupid.
That's true.
That's true, but through our trials we've learned of the ordning, and there is a structure to it, interestingly enough.
Well, I don't know much of giant culture. By the way, Ravo, just to catch you up real quick, you guys
We're talking to a dragon.
met with Harshnag, decided to meet back in a couple of months while you guys explored some of the other mounds, took off, and are in the airship. In the airship, you guys got battered around a bit, found a little cave that had some pigs. You guys enjoyed some bacon, and then got in a fight with some Aarakocras that, if you want, you can partake with Wabu in the eating of the Aarakocras, or you can do like the other two and not eat any Aarakocras.
What are Aarakocras?
Flying
Eagle.
humanoid,
Eagle people.
yeah, eagle people.
Hmm.
They're actually a playable character. You could have been an Aarakocra if you wanted. So.
I think I'll pass.
It tastes like chicken, though.
So anyway, got back on the
Racist.
not the road, but the air road, and met a dragon who has recently landed on the ship, and you are just kind of in a conversation with the dragon. Doesn't seem aggressive or anything, seems fairly young, and has just been chatting with you about what you're doing up in the air, and says that they don't really like giants. That's been about the thing. So yeah, that's why there's a dragon on your ship right now.
Yeah, I I'm a little concerned for a second.
I can't say we've learned much over these past few months, but there was a structure of their society called the Ordning, but that has been broken recently, which we believe is part of the reason they've been attacking our settlements.
Well, I have seen a few more dragons out and about. I mean, giants out and about, but I didn't think anything of it.
They're hoping that if we investigate this further, we can restore at least some more of the order and perhaps stop some of our settlements from being victims of giant attacks as often.
Well, I don't like the giants too much, so I don't want them to have too much structure, but I guess if it's for the betterment of the people here, then that's probably a good thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's at least, it appears to not be an organized, march on the land type thing, as it has been in that way since several millennia until recently.
Yeah,
The reports of attacks were few and far between, but they have significantly increased.
Well, you seem like capable adventurers, so I do hope that you can succeed on your goals, even if it's to do stuff with the giants, who I hate.
Why do you hate the giants so much?
I don't know. I think it's a dragon thing. Like, I've never really met too many giants, so I don't really have like a good reason to hate them, but I feel like I should hate them. It's like one of those things where you get an ancestral feeling that it just needs to be this way. I feel like giants and dragons have never gotten along and have always been at war with each other for a very long time.
You're not worried that you might be wrong?
Sometimes you just gotta trust your ancestral instinct.
My ancestors don't tell me a whole lot.
Who are your ancestors?
I don't know, they don't talk to me very often.
Have you tried to talk to them?
I don't know who to talk to.
Well, I could see how that would be tricky.
How do you talk to them?
I don't really know. I just think something to them and they think something back to me.
I bet being a dragon is really cool.
What do you say? They kind of see like a toothy grin come over their face. Like, yeah, it's pretty nice sometimes.
I don't think that would work for me.
Well, maybe one day you'll have wings like me, and you can fly through the sky.
No. Look at me, I'm a turtle.
Yeah, I have never met anybody like you, so I don't know if you're supposed to have wings.
Typically, turtles don't.
No wings for me. But I have a shell.
They kind of lean their head out and look around you and tap your shell with one of the claws. Kind of knocks you over a little bit. That's a nice hard shell.
Hang on, check this out. I'm gonna disappear into my shell.
Whoa! They kind of like lean their head down to try and peer in there. Like, oh yeah, I can see you in there. That's pretty neat.
Alright, I'm gonna come back out.
I can't do that.
You don't need to. You're a dragon.
Yep.
I can't say I'm too eager myself, but hopefully restoring some order returns a balance to the way things are in the world.
Sorry, just looking something up real quick. Well, I think I must be going now, but, I think you seem like fun people, so, here. It kind of like reaches up and scratches, a couple parts on their shoulders and some silver scales drop off. They were itching me anyway. I don't have any need for them.
Okay.
What might we use these for?
I don't know. Well, you little folks seem to like collecting our scales, so you can have a couple.
We will accept them graciously, and it was a pleasure to meet you, Dalania.
You as well. Maybe I'll see you again in the skies. With that, they kind of jump off and shoo. Then you hear a whoosh. You look over the edge and they're flying away.
He was pretty cool.
Gilda would have been so pleased. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Said it was a silver dragon?
Yeah. Let's see.
We'll take one.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if, like, how many would be a good number to drop. I don't know. We could take a dozen.
And then we'll take 2. And you guys have the rest.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. If you guys need more or something, I'll let you know. That was kind of just off the top of my head, so I didn't really think that one through. But anyway, you got some silver dragon scales.
Good to me.
All right, so we are back to traveling. We are on day 25 out of what would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 29 days. So you got about 4 days left. Weather holding. Well, I guess five days of travel left. So now that we got Ravo back, Ravo, go ahead and give us a
good.
a D20
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right back in.
Yeah.
And just throw them right over the side.
You know what? Weather's getting shitty again. I gotta go.
No.
You're here
That's
for
better
this
than
now.
2 of mine.
Yep. All right, go ahead and roll me a D20. Okay.
Was that 15 seconds ago?
All right. So, as you guys are flying along, as you do, you come through another, patch of clouds, and off in the distance you see another solo figure flying around.
What are the off chances that's our dragon friend?
Is the ballista in the front, is that loaded yet? Or is
It
that
is
still just...
Not currently loaded.
It's just for show.
I'm gonna just walk over to it and load it.
Okay. It takes the approximate equivalent of like a turn to load it, so you have plenty of time. And there is also
Just
one
want
on
that rip.
there's one on the back too, just so you know.
Okay.
It's behind Laz back here. Laz will come back or up here. Spread them out a little bit.
Can I, like, as we get closer to whatever it is it a dragon, or do I recognize?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, this will make it out, surely. Surely you can't be serious.
I am
I'm
serious,
serious.
and don't call me Shirley. Alright, you both shout out at the same time, "Dragon!" It is in fact a dragon, but this one is green, so it is not your friend that you just met. It hasn't spotted you just yet.
He wouldn't be friendly, would he?
Probably not.
What if we go around?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for going around.
So unfortunately, there's not really like any cloud cover between you and the dragon at the moment. It's just like on the other side of a like an opening in the clouds. But it has now spotted you and is now rapidly approaching.
Can I
in action?
Yeah, can I just hold trying to fire this ballista if it seems to be aggressive in any manner?
Sure.
I'd like to read the Eldritch Blast.
I'll look up this real quick. All right. Yeah, so if everybody, you can go into combat here. We're missing an Owen.
Was muted there. Sorry.
Oh, here
Oh my god. That's the
two
second
combats in a row.
two comments in a row. We got one on initiative.
Fucking dice.
That's ridiculous.
Nice. All right. So, so you're all gonna hold an action as it comes in. Who all is holding what?
I'm holding the ballista.
Okay.
You already know.
Yeah. And you only get one when you're holding an action, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember how that works. I can look that up real quick.
I guess I'm gonna hold guiding bolt.
Okay, yeah. So for Eldritch Blast, you can make all of the attacks as you're holding the spell. And the spell has 2 blasts to it. So, alright, so you are holding Guiding Bolt, you're holding the Ballista, you're holding Eldritch Blast. What is Lowell holding?
Stand by. Browsing through the spell list.
Mm-hmm. And Delphine will... well, Delphine's still steering, so Oriscus is going to run up and get on this other Ballista here and ready that action.
Yeah, I'll be dumb. I just won't roll anything. I'll wait to see what happens.
You said you're not holding one, or...?
I will not.
Okay. Alright. So, Green Dragon approaches. And it's about 120 feet away from Ravo, so if you would like, you can launch your Ballista, which is...
I'm assuming it's looking, like, aggressive at this point.
it is coming in fast. It hasn't made any maneuvers or anything. It doesn't feel like when the Silver Dragon came in, but...
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add 6. This is for the ballista. Okay, that'll hit.
24.
Yeah, that's good. So you go ahead and roll me 3d10. Okay. So now it's getting a little bit closer, so now it would be in range of Wabu's held attack. First one misses. Second one crits.
Wow,
though.
what a contrast.
That's the way the day is going, man.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Okay. So as it gets a little bit closer, Oriscus is going to let his go. He does not hit. And so that is the end of the held actions. So now we begin combat. And it is the young green dragon's turn. He's going to come in about here.
Did Owen have a guiding bolt?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Owen. Yep.
All right.
What's the range on that guiding bolt? It should be plenty, but...
Is 120 feet.
Okay, yep, you're good. You can let loose that.
All right. 17.
That's gonna miss.
Oof. Okay. I guess not very helpful.
Alright, so now that we are in combat, it's the young green dragon's turn. So it comes in a pretty close to the front, and it's going to do a breath attack. Like this. Oh, hold on, that doesn't work. Like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it was over my square anyway, so.
Yeah. All right. So the five of you, I'm not gonna make the elemental and the fire thing roll it, but the five of you, I need you to roll me a. Hold on 1 second. A Constitution saving throw. Okay, Laz and let's see, what is it? It is so it's a 14. So Wabu saves, Lowell saves, Ravo did not, Laz did not. Why am I missing one? I rolled for Brassic, didn't I?
I didn't see it.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure I did, but whatever. I'll roll for him again. All right, so the three of them fail. Wabu and Lowell, you guys save. So
Holy fucking shitballs.
41 poison damage for those who failed and 20 for those that succeeded. So Brassic and Laz are dead. Like not revivable dead.
Hey guys, I might have come back just to die.
So as it like opens its mouth, this like weird green kind of like, you're not sure if it's like a flame that it like, and this just nasty cloud of like neon green stuff just envelops the front of the ship, and as it like touches your skin, any part that it touches, it just like feels like your skin is falling off your bones as it burns you. And I guess with that, I should ask, does anybody... Actually, I can just check. Nobody has resistances or immunities to poison, so I just had to check.
I have disease, but not.
Yeah, that's not
Not the
poison,
same.
but actually, I didn't see anything in anybody's damage immunities or resistances, so I guess just take a look through your features real quick. Unless you already know.
I already know.
Okay.
Disease.
Yeah, I mean it didn't hit you anyway, Owen, so you're good at the moment. But
I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna get hit with it here sooner or later.
So it does that, and then it kind of just hovers out around here, circling around the ship. So that will end its turn, so we're up to Ravo.
Oh, good. Well, let's see. Oh shit! I forgot I had that. Hold on. As a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind. So, let's see. Can I just? No. Phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. Okay.
I warned you.
That's
the dice are
two.
weird today.
Is taking a potion an action? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna waste that. That's not gonna fucking do anything. Well, I'm going to move over here. And I'm gonna shoot some arrows at this thing.
Okay.
And they are going to be necrotic arrows.
All right.
Where you got those?
That one misses. That one also misses.
Yeah, I'm gonna just cower behind the ballista. I'm good.
All right.
Me.
You're a little shaken by that fire, huh? Fire breath.
Poisonous
no
breath.
fire.
Yeah, poison, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The breath attack.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll try using Elemental Bane. The dragon. I'll choose fire. But if it fails the first turn, it takes fire damage. It takes an additional 2d6 if it fails
Okay.
the saving throw.
And that is a DC 16 Constitution. Okay.
Well, back to the normal rolls. We'll just spread out, and that was my action.
TPK incoming?
No.
I don't
This
have
bitch is
any
going
bonus
down.
actions that aren't another spell, so I tried.
All right. Ariscus and Delphine. Ariscus is going to reload the ballista. And let me just double check. Oh, yeah. Nope, we're good. All right. So he's going to load this one and then hand it over to Delphine, who's going to step back and launch it. And so that's going to be another. That's going to be a 20, which will hit. And I believe that was 3d10 damage. Okay, for 18. Brings it down to there. The ballistas have been pretty effective against this thing. And that will end Delphine's turn. She is the one that shouted that, so say she. I'm actually not sure what any of their genders are. That's all the same picture, so.
It sounds like a female's name.
Yeah, but then you have Nizroth, Parala, Tralt, and Zalthia as your backup crew. Alright, Wabu's up. Owen on deck.
I am going to use my bonus to place a hex on this fella.
Alright.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Light it up. First one misses, second one hits.
Alright.
And then your extra 1d6 for another 6, so that's a total of 23. Okay. That brings it down to...
The Eldritch Blast seems pretty effective.
Alright, Owen's up.
I guess I'll stay closer towards the back side of the ship and try and hit again with the old guiding bolt, because that's like what I got for
For range.
for range. Not feeling great about it,
Yeah.
considering that 17.
Oh, no.
All right.
Never mind then.
I guess the bonus action. Yeah, no, I guess that's it.
Okay. Goes back to the green dragon. Alright. Okay. Now the dragon appears to have taken enough damage from the ballistas and everything else that it decides to dip down beneath the ship and then dive straight down away from you, and it disappears.
What a wimp.
Perhaps to come back another day.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
I'm like half melted in the front of the ship, by the way.
You'll be fine. Sheesh.
Just go to sleep one night.
So dramatic. Your skin
I got
is melted,
better.
that's all.
I can't believe if I could roll the 1 on my fucking second wind.
So, in the previous battle, when I rolled for you, Ravo, I rolled 2 shots. They were both 2s.
Yep.
And then the very next one, I rolled 2 for you. They were both 18s. Or something. It's like, what the heck? Anyway.
At least I'm consistent.
So, now that you're down a couple members, and they cannot be revived, they are piles of nasty goo on the deck of the ship.
Get the
which
shovel.
Oriscus and Delphine say maybe we should just scoop them off so it doesn't melt through the ship.
Yeah.
But now they got to figure out how they're going to do their rotation, because it doesn't necessarily take 4, but they're night and day crew, so looks like it's going to have to be 3 and 3. So they go down and they wake up Nizroth, and Nizroth is now going to join you for the day trips up top to help out.
We con them to teach us how to pilot the ship.
Let's be honest. They those guys below the deck have missed every significant event.
They gotta be some heavy sleepers.
They also know that, like, if there's loud noises up top, leave it be. It's not my place.
Stay in your rack.
All right, back to the days. So we just finished Ravo.
Can we take a long rest, please?
Yep, you get your long rest after that day. And it's like nothing ever happened. You're good to go. No scars, no nothing. It's weird. All right, I think, is it back to... It's not back to Wabu, right?
I don't think it's me.
Because I think you rolled... Who rolled for the Silver Dragon to come in?
I rolled the silver.
Okay, and after you was Wabu, I think. And then we went Ravo, so I think it's back to...
Ravo won after me.
Yeah. So now we're back to the top of the order.
Yeah.
So it is Wabu.
So
I
it is
believe
me.
so. Yep. You guys are on day 26. You only got a couple more days before you get there.
It's been fucking crazy.
All right. Decent weather. No issues. Day 27. Weather's looking beautiful. Day 28.
Time for it to come back down. No.
No, weather's still holding. So that was day 28. All right, last day. You got about half a day's worth of travel once you
Bring
hit
it
the morning.
home, Ravo. Good enough.
All right. Weather was a little poor. It took you a little bit longer to finish getting there, but you did manage to get there by the end of the day. It's early evening by the time you finally make it, and you can, from the top of the air, you can see Raven Rock. It's a snowy area. Whoops! Oh geez, what's going on? Actually, I can. We're gonna take a break right after this, but I'll show you the map at least. And I say that, but none of you can see anything.
I can see the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting. I don't know how you can because you don't have characters on here. So I don't know. I don't know how this program works sometimes. I gotta be honest.
That's fine.
I might not make it back after this break. I gotta grab some dinner and pack up and stuff for my trip. So
Okay. We could end it there if you guys want. I know it's a little early, but
Yeah, I'm good with ending it. Probably need to walk my dog anyway.
so
It's a decent break point, I suppose.
okay.
yeah, arriving at our destination.
Yep. Little worse off for the wear, but not too bad. So, all right. So let's talk about the next time. So probably not next weekend,
Yeah, I'll be in Arizona.
and then the weekend after that, Chris is actually going to be up here, and I think we're going to be driving up to Vermont, so actually no, we'll be in Vermont on the 7th, so maybe the 14th.
I
will not be back.
Oh, I thought you were driving back down to 12th.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Okay. It sounds like, Cam, you had an issue with the 14th too.
I'm working some overtime on the 14th.
Okay.
I have the 13th off though.
Yeah, it'll be even worse for Chris.
Okay. I could do the 20th or 21st.
Okay, how's the 21st sound?
Sounds good to me.
Good.
Works for me.
Maybe. I might be doing a camping trip, but I might be back that night.
Okay, so tentatively the 21st of July. And obviously, you know, as per usual, if something comes up and you can't make it, then just let us all know, and then we'll see if we
Works
want
out
to
for
just...
everyone else, so worst case, if I don't make it back, I'll be down and out for this one.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. Sorry, it was a little bit shorter, but like everybody's kind of got things going on here and there, so maybe it's for the best.
The
I don't know,
hardest
the way the
struggle of playing
dice are going.
D&D as an adult,
Yeah,
scheduling.
that's the biggest BBEG. Yeah. All
Alright,
right.
guys. We'll have a good one, and I'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
All right. Talk to you
Sounds
later.
good. Take care.
See you around.